How's it going, guys? This is Victor with the BOB Trading Team. Sorry this video is getting out kind of late. I've ran into every technical issue known to man. This is my fourth time recording this video. I'll try to keep this video under 15 minutes. The goal is 10 minutes, but if we get under 15, that's pretty good. So let me get into it. So if you've been following this channel, you know every day, Monday through Friday, we start off the same way. We go to Benzinga pre-market movers. So let's go there. When you go to Benzinga pre-market movers, this is the first thing you'll see. We like to look at the first four tickers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of these four, usually one of these companies will end up being stock of the day. It's our job as traders to use our technical analysis skills to figure out which one of these companies or tickers best fit our trading strategy and our trading plan. So today it was BFRI. I would go through the other three and explain why they don't fit or meet our criteria, but this video would be too long. So in the link, there will be a link in the bottom of this video in the description box that'll take you to our website where we have a course that explains our strategy and how we pick the right stocks. The course is $50, best money you ever spent. So let's get back into this video. So BFRI is right here. First thing we want to look at is the total float, 6.5 million. We like to trade companies under 30 million, so that's a good sign. Market cap is 100 million. We like to trade companies that are 400 or less, 400 million or less, so that's a good sign right there. We also want to see if the company has a news catalyst. So if we scroll down, we see they do have a news catalyst. They're trying to reach a price target of $11. That's also a good sign. So after we noticed all that, they have all those are good signs. But when I noticed this company, they didn't have great volume. They were only doing about 3 million volume. So I wanted the volume to increase. So after we make all those notes, we write them down in our watch list. We go to Thinkorswim. When we go to Thinkorswim, the first thing I like to look at is a daily chart. So when I look at this daily chart, the first thing I notice is these long, skinny lines. These lines are called wicks. So the first thing I notice are these wicks. And that means that this company likes to open, it likes to open, go up, and then it usually comes back down. So that means it does its best work intraday. So that means I probably shouldn't pre-market this company. So I make a note of that. Next thing I want to look at is I go to this calendar right here on December 1st. This whole day it was just downtrending, and I want to see what kind of volume did it have on this day. So on this day it had 4.8 million volume. So in my head I made a mental note, and also in my BOB trading notebook in front of me I made a note saying this company does its best work intraday when it has 6 million plus volume. So when I first noticed this company, it only had 3 million volume, so that means I needed to wait for more volume to come in. We needed to do a few float rotations. If you watched the video from yesterday, we explained float rotations and how they work and how and why they're so important. So after I noticed that it does its best work intraday when it has over 6 million volume, and the next thing I want to do is go look at a 5-minute chart. So each one of these candles / bars represents 5 minutes. So I noticed this company at 8 o'clock, right about probably like 8:15. So right around here, and previously it was gapping up and it just kept gapping up. It took all my willpower not to pre-market this company. But what I did notice is that it stayed above this pink and yellow line. The pink line is VWAP and the yellow line is the non-EMA line. And I noticed that at 9:10 a.m. right here, it drops down to about $6.71. So let's make a note of that. Let's draw a line right here. Extend it to the left, and let's change the color so it stands out more. Okay. So at 9:10 a.m. it drops down and then it continues to go up afterwards. So this line right here will be support. And so the market was creeping up, and I'm like, I kind of was getting impatient. When I started getting impatient now, the thing I like to do is I like to go back and look at the company's previous days of trading, because the stock market or the market is constantly giving you information, and it will give you most of the information you need to make the right decision. So it was taking all my willpower not to pre-market this. So what I decided to do was, let's go back to Monday, because if you've been watching this channel, you know I traded the same ticker on Monday and a lot of things went wrong. So I didn't want to make those same mistakes again. So we go back to Monday. We see it hit a high of $8.25, but let's go back to earlier. So at 9:30 a.m. Monday, you see that this ticker dropped down. It came to this price right here. So let's make a line, extend it. And then it continued, then it started going up. But what I noticed was, let me zoom in. Okay, I noticed right here at 9:50 a.m. it started to spike up. It made it past this yellow line, and then it touched this pink line, and then it came back down. This company started doing its best work once it got over the pink line, which is VWAP. So I made a mental note of that. This company does its best work when it gets over VWAP. So let's go to today's date. Cool, right here. So at 9:15, the price starts going back up. It's creeping up, and right here at 9:25, it gets over both the yellow line and the pink line. And I was tempted to buy it, but I know it does its best work intraday, so I didn't buy it. You have to stay disciplined, and that's what I'm trying to work on. So I didn't pre-market it. So it opens at 9:30 a.m. The market opens. It drops down to $6.86, and then it spikes back up. Once it got over this pink line intraday, it became more interesting to me, and I decided that this was more than likely the stock that I would trade today, or one of the tickers that I would trade today. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, look at how much volume it did. It did 3.8 million volume, which helped it get to its second float rotation. In the previous video, we explained how important float rotations are. So if you don't know yet, go watch that video. It'll explain it better to you. It'll explain it better. So I could have got in right here once it got past this pink line, but I wanted to be more patient because I got burned on this ticker on Monday. So I waited, and I got filled right here at $7.14, which is a pretty good fill in my opinion. Let's change this color. Extend the line. So this is where I got filled at. After I got filled, the next thing I did was just let it go up. Let the stock do what it's supposed to do. I set a price target of $7.77. It ended up going to $7.74 at 9:35 a.m. At this point, I was up over $200. So I made over $200 in less than 5 minutes. About 5 minutes or less. So I had a price target of $7.77, and it didn't reach. It hit $7.74, and then it came back down. So I decided to sell a majority of my shares because I was happy with my profit, and I wasn't sure if it would get back to that $7.77, and I was well over my price target, so I was cool. So I took my profit off the table, but what I noticed was it came back down, and do you notice where it tested? It tested this pink line, and then which is VWAP, and then it starts to go up again, and it ended up going over $7.77. So I should have been more patient. It actually reached a high of $7.89. And I'm still working on my patience and my timing. My goal is to become a better trader every day. In no way am I the best trader or a perfect trader. I still make mistakes all the time. That's why I document this process on YouTube and in my notebooks. That way you guys can watch it, and I can also go back and watch it. That way we don't make the same mistakes, and you guys don't have to make the mistakes I've already made. So I ended up taking my profit a little too early, but it's okay. We'll work on that. But what I want to explain is, if you look right here, after this company or this ticker drops below this pink line, you notice what happens? It just continues to fall off. It goes down, down, and down. But at 9:25 a.m., do you see where it comes to? It comes back to this blue line. What is this blue line? This is the same blue line that we drew at 9:10 a.m. So if you had this support line drawn, you would have known that, okay, it's going to come back, test this line, and let's see what happens. So it came back down, it tested this line, and then it goes up again. It doesn't go up as much as this first move, but it makes a pretty decent move. And it goes up about 50 cents plus, so that's a good move if you could have caught it. That's why it's important to have these technical analysis skills. When you have these skills, you're able to better decipher the market and understand what's happening and what will probably happen next. Let me see. I don't think I have anything else to talk about in this video. So one last thing, it's extremely important to document your trades, whether it's in a notebook or if you use Trader View or even if you make videos. That's why I like this YouTube process. It allows me to make videos of my trades and also keep track of them in my BOB trading notebook. That way, because I made a mistake on this ticker on Monday. So I wrote down everything I did wrong on Monday. So when I came into the market and I seen it again today, I knew not to make those same mistakes from Monday. And I was more confident in this trade because I'm like, okay, I know what I did wrong Monday. If I fix those few things, more than likely I'll end up making money today, which I did. And it's extremely important to be confident when you're trading. When you're trading, don't worry about what happened yesterday or the day before that. If you put in the work and every day you're trying to become better and you're doing your research and you're working on your technical analysis skills, you will get better over time. I lost money on this ticker on Monday, but I didn't come in today like, oh man, I'm not trading this again. It doesn't work. It's a bad company. I did a ton of research on Monday, figured out what I did wrong, looked at my cheat sheet, and then I knew not to make those same mistakes today, and I ended up having a pretty good day. So keep track of your trades. Have a clear mind. Don't focus on what happened yesterday, and just come in every day. Just come in every day worried about being a better trader, trying to figure out what you can do better. Don't worry about the money, because if you get better every day, the money will come. You will start to make more and more. The best traders in the world don't even trade with their P&L showing because they're not focused on the money. They're focused on the process. They're focused on the strategy, the planning, the work. Most of the work goes into trading before you actually ever buy any shares. Like all this technical analysis research I did before we actually bought any shares. So when you do get into the trade, you should be confident, you should be comfortable, and you should have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen. So that's all I have to say. If you want more information about how we trade every day, feel free to hit the link in the bottom below. It'll take you to our website where you can get the course where it's like $50 and it explains what we do every day in more detail. Also, feel free to leave comments. Please like and subscribe and share this video if you know anybody else that trades crypto, stocks, or anything. Anybody you know that might be interested in this video. And you can also DM me at McCord Victor on Instagram, and I'll more than likely get back to you if you have any questions about the stock market. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. Thanks for watching.